Welcome to Getting Started with Windows 11. The agenda for today includes what is Windows 11, objectives, device preparation, completing the upgrade, reviewing what's new. So what is Windows 11? Windows 11 is Microsoft's newest operating system, offering an upgrade from the familiar Windows experience. Windows 11 has several improvements, including but not limited to modern updates UI, accessibility enhancements, utility improvements, built-in AI functionality, and performance upgrades. This training is not mandatory for completing the upgrade process. However, it's going to provide you with multiple resources as well as a step-by-step guide for how to complete your upgrade process successfully. Objectives for today include preparing your device, learning how to back up your device, utilize resources, and determine the best upgrade option. Next, completing the in-place upgrade or the clean install on your device. And then finally, reviewing what's new and what's available to you in Windows 11. The first step, preparing your upgrade. I've provided resources for you to visit that will help answer any questions you may have in the process of preparing. First, follow best practices available in this article. This KB article provided outlines the importance of proper backup and data storage for the GVSU community. Specifically, it provides organizational efficiency, backup and recovery, seamless access from any device. So, saving files in the designated My Documents or Network folder can help keep things organized and easily accessible. It also increases the chances of having your files backed up regularly. In case of a computer malfunction, you can easily restore your files from a backup, minimizing the risk of losing important info. And then, finally, using the My Documents or Network folder enables you to access files from any device connected to the GVSU network. So prior to completing your upgrade, it is helpful to then store any files or folders in your My Documents folder, as opposed to locally on your desktop. So the data that is saved in your My Documents folder will be automatically migrated to Microsoft OneDrive upon completing the upgrade. So anything that is in your private drive will be moved to Microsoft OneDrive in the process of completing your upgrade. And again, this article goes on to talk about enhanced security, collaborative work, and disaster recovery using cloud storage platforms, and then consequences of not following some of these recommendations, including but not limited to data loss, difficulty in locating files, and limited access. So it's really helpful to read through some of this to make sure that you've backed up your data correctly. Next, reviewing key resources available to you if you do have questions. The knowledge base articles provided to you are not necessary, but are helpful resources in case a question arises. So you can see we have a variety of options here. Roadmap for GVSU, pre-upgrade information, frequently asked questions, an in-place upgrade guide, and so on and so forth. So that might be helpful to visit, again, prior to deciding which upgrade you're going to choose. And then lastly, determining which upgrade is your best option, whether it's the in-place upgrade or clean install, which I'm going to talk about here in just a moment. So after you have prepared to upgrade, you'll then receive communication on when it is your turn to upgrade your device. And you will want to decide, do you want to complete the in-place upgrade or the clean install? The in-place upgrade allows for a seamless transition, installing Windows 11 directly over your existing Windows 10 setup. It preserves your files, settings, and applications, making it ideal for users who prefer a straightforward upgrade without extensive technical intervention. In-place upgrades can be completed remotely, but for the fastest Windows 11 upgrade, IT recommends using a wired connection while on campus. Most people will choose the in-place upgrade. The clean install, on the other hand, involves a complete wipe of your current system, followed by a fresh installation of Windows 11. It provides a fresh start that can help eliminate any lingering issues from previous installations, ensuring optimal performance. IT service will coordinate the upgrade, providing a structured schedule and support to ensure a smooth transition. So if you choose to complete the in-place upgrade, the KB article, Windows 11 In-Place Upgrade Guide, will give you a step-by-step set of instructions for you to follow in order to be able to complete the upgrade efficiently and effectively, if that's the option you choose. If you decide to complete the clean install, you will need to log in with your credentials. And you will request authorization to re-image your computer. So this way will work with IT services to be able to complete the clean install of your device. After you've completed the upgrade, it's time to review what's new. So again, there's a Getting to Know Your New Operating System KB article that talks about new features in Windows 11, including but not limited to modern intuitive design, so a centered taskbar, as you can see down here, and a start menu. The start menu has been redesigned with a minimalist interface and recommended apps for quick access, as you can see right here. Rounded corners of the applications as well. Enhanced themes. New light and dark themes provide a visually stunning experience, which you can access via your desktop. So if we come out of here and I go to my display settings, personalization, I can then visit my themes. So you have a lot of choices as far as aesthetics are concerned. That's one option. Coming back to enhanced productivity, snap layouts are available to you, as well as snap groups. You can arrange open windows into preset layouts by hovering over your maximize button up in the right hand corner. You can see these are all optional snap layouts I have. So if I choose snap this window to the left, I can then choose to snap another window to the right. I can choose to save these snap layouts in groups as well. Virtual desktops. Easily switch between desktops for work or personal tasks. It's like having additional monitors. So I can create a new desktop, I can open windows within this desktop, and I can switch back and or remove desktops that I've opened. Focus sessions in the Clock app. So focus sessions, you can access these by visiting your Clock app in the lower right hand corner, going to notification settings, and then clicking on focus. I can start a focus session, which will and stop so that I do not receive notifications from different apps during the time of my focus session. It's another option that's available to you. Optimize performance, faster boot times, energy efficiency, widgets. If you're into widgets, in the lower left-hand corner, if I hover over my weather, I can go up to the cog here and I can discover new widgets and I can personalize my feed if I so choose. Again, you can see I can access the focus session, Countdown, Instant Play. These are widgets already here for me. But if you're interested, again, once you're logged in, you can you can choose from recommended topics as well. So these are other options available for you as far as widgets are concerned. And then enhanced security. There are advantages of Windows 11 over Windows 10. There are a few here. If you're interested in learning more about the difference between Windows 10 and Windows 11, I've provided a variety of links here to talk about Windows 10 over Windows 11. You can see right here, as well as using Snap, multiple desktops, and focus sessions as well, and widgets. And then lastly, the thing I want to talk about briefly is OneDrive. So as I mentioned earlier in the training, your personal data within your My Documents folder, or what was once the N drive, are automatically going to be transferred to your OneDrive account upon completing the upgrade. So here I have an overview of what OneDrive is. It's an easy to use cloud storage platform, very similar to Google Drive or Dropbox if you're familiar with those. And this just talks about the key features of OneDrive and how to use it. I can access my OneDrive in one of two ways. I can access it via my computer, which I can show you here. So if I come on here, I can search for OneDrive, the application, and I can pull this up, and you can see within my computer, it has my name, Grand Valley State University with the cloud icon next to it. This is my OneDrive, and you can see these are all the file folders that I have currently saved. So I can access it via my computer, but I can also access it via the web. So if you either Google OneDrive login, or here I have bookmarked it at the top of my screen, you can access it that way. You can also access it by logging into your Outlook account online and then using the waffle in the upper left-hand corner to access your OneDrive. But you can see here, when I go to My Files, this is the same thing that I just showed you here on my computer. And you can see backup private data. That is what was transferred in my upgrade to Windows 11. Everything else I had previously saved, but if you're not familiar with OneDrive, it's excellent for housing your own personal data. On the left-hand side, you can see a shared section. These are documents that have been shared with me. However, OneDrive is more specifically tailored to the individual. If you are interested in sharing large quantities of files with large numbers of people, I highly suggest you check out Getting Started with Microsoft Teams, as that's what we encourage folks to use if you would like to collaborate with large groups of people and share files that way. However, if you do need to share one or two files or folders, OneDrive is capable of doing that. You simply click the share button here next to the folder, and you can choose to add individuals this way or create a link with specific restrictions that you can send, as well as change the settings for that document or folder so that individuals can edit, can view, can't download, as well as set an expiration date. So you have a lot of options if you do need to share a file folder with somebody. In addition, a lot of folks don't know this, but if I create, let's say, a Word document that I want to collaborate with individuals on, if it is saved to your Microsoft OneDrive, you can collaborate in real time with those individuals with whom you've shared it, just like you do with a Google Doc. And then I can access it. So if this is my test document, I can access it via my computer as well in my OneDrive. And I can pull up the document using Microsoft Word on my computer. And you can see that once it's saved to your OneDrive, the autosave is automatically turned on. That allows for you to be able to, again, collaborate in real time with other individuals if you so choose. All right, coming back to our presentation. Again, these are links that are available to you. And then last but not least, I'm going to bring this up very briefly, as this won't apply to too many people. But if you do require temporary admin access to download an application or for another reason, you can request administrator access. And these will take you to a form where you can submit your information to request 24-hour administrator access. So as soon as you submit this, it will automatically begin your 24 hours, and you can use that for any reason that you may need after you've completed the upgrade. If you still need help, please feel free, again, to visit the KB articles and resources available to you in the service portal, as well as contact IT services directly via email or call. We are here to help you. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this training, and I hope it's helpful and serves to give you a seamless transition from Windows 10 to Windows 11.